of Ticketmaster, and I haven't
I'm
gotten
almost
it.
positive they already are selling because you had to like.
It's probably
I
the
think
people like me who like signed up early.
I
But
think
didn't
one of
like
the
not
things
everyone
was
gets
that
in.
if you had tickets to whatever
Oh, that's
like
what it was. Yes,
tour,
yes,
yeah.
it got canceled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, trying to get tickets for that is real misery business. I wouldn't even get involved.
I feel like at this point he's just looking up.
I don't
Paramore
care.
songs.
I would
once
like to
again
go
was
see it.
not listening to Brenden.
All right, okay.
I would like to go see that concert, but it's a little bit too chaotic for me. I think like with like the crowd and everything, and like I'd rather just go see fucking Jenny Lewis or someone instead.
Yeah, this is why Todd doesn't go to shows.
I'll go to like fucking yeah. I'd rather go to like Hat Shell shows, not Foxborough shows.
I don't know. Mike's still not paying attention. I guess ignorance is bliss.
Bro.
Can we cut him off? We don't need him for this show, right?
You
The
really
first one-
don't.
I'll be honest. The first one was fine. The first one was like a good setup. He like slid it right in there.
Listen,
I honestly, I've been watching videos. I was not listening.
If there's anything that I am good at, it's apparently sliding it in there. So I'll take it. I don't know if that's a good thing to be good at. Anyways, we have a double feature tonight, so we're not going to sit here and bullshit about Paramore and Taylor Swift for much longer. Welcome, everyone, to the Past Control Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we do movie episodes once a month. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, I am your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me on this lovely Sunday evening and in the weekend, the way we like to do, is the anime senpai himself, Mr. Michael Lazier. Mike, how are you doing tonight?
You know.
What is on your shirt? I've been trying to make this out, and I can't. Is it just the design, or you got something going on here?
Because it's like
It's Mr. Game and Watch.
Yeah, it's Mr. Game and Watch. It's like a shadow puppet of a dog, sort of. It's a Jujutsu Kaisen thing. Don't worry about it.
Oh shit! The anime senpai just said, "I'm fucking here." Also joining us tonight is the fucking father of all things TikTok. Some people call him Tick Todd. You should really change your name on there to Tick Todd.
No, I should. I don't even know what my name is on there. Is it? I don't even.
It's probably Toddy by nature, I would imagine, or Beer Me Up Toddy. I feel like you're a
one
two-trick
of those.
pony.
Right, or Todd of War, you know.
Oh, here we go. And rounding us out tonight is, of course, the Disney daddy, the Fortnite father, Mr. Toad himself. I don't know, Dominic 40. I was going to try to say a Paramore thing, and I couldn't. So here we go.
I'm present.
I'm still into you.
Boo. I'm surprised you even know who Paramore is.
Dom gave you the one. That was enough.
Yeah, but Mike, you didn't hear
have given it to him.
You shouldn't have given it to me. You've
I was just going to try again.
You've opened a fucking terrible thing. Mike said it the other day. Rock Band really did just like give me a backbone for non-rap music. That's where it started, and that's where it mostly stayed. I will say, before Rock Band, Dom is who introduced me to Weezer. That was before Rock Band.
Yeah, that checks out.
And maybe the Killers.
I'm pretty
too.
sure I got. Actually, no. Probably would have been. Which album had Beverly Hills on it?
Not a Color. I think it was.
It was Not a Color.
It's not Ratitude. It's not Pinkerton. It's.
Right.
It's
like a black cover, I believe, but it's not a colored name.
I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I got that album from Dom at some point.
It was one of their worst.
And that's why I don't know the name of it.
Probably my first as well, which is unfortunate.
Wait, it was their first album is the Blue Album.
It was my
your first. Make Believe is the album that we're thinking of.
There it is.
Yeah. Honestly, aside from, I don't know. I think the Blue Album is a perfect album. Like, I think that album has no skips. I think it's perfect.
I feel like Pinkerton is Pinkerton for me personally, and the Blue Album. Both of those. I don't really like much of their stuff after that.
I also really like Pinkerton. I think all of their other albums, some of them are like not great for me. Some of them have like things I do listen to. Like, there are things off of the Green Album and the Red Album that I like. There are things off of their like more recent stuff that I like. I actually like a lot of the music on Van Weezer. But yeah, I don't know. There's also a lot of albums on there that I don't like.
I haven't listened to any of the season ones.
Seasons, I need to. I think I'll appreciate seasons more when the 4th album comes out. I think I like spring the best so far, or whichever one has records, which maybe is summer. That's probably my favorite of the 3 that are out so far. I think winter drops the first week of December. I forget what he said, what Rivers Cuomo said the release date was. I will say, I know, Mike, you listen to Rivers Cuomo on Conan's podcast, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to assume that either the other 2 of you have not listened to that. I will say, knowing that, like, they had this plan, well, when they came up with the concept for the seasons, like, 4 albums, and, like, what they each represent and, like, do, and, like, the theme and tone of each album, I appreciate that, like, they are making these albums as they come out. Like, they're not just, like, it's all done and they're releasing them on the seasons. Like, they are currently, writing and recording Winter, and will release it, when it's supposed to come out, which I don't know. I kind of appreciate that. But anyways, like I said at the top of the show, I don't want to bullshit too much because we are doing a little double feature tonight for Dom's PTC Movie Club picks for October, the first of which is Shrek the Musical. So I hope you had to sit through that like we all did and are here to listen to us talk about that. So if for some reason you haven't watched Shrek the Musical, or I guess Shrek the film, and you don't want those movies spoiled for you in any way or play, then this is your chance to back out. If not, here we go. Down the lovely fairy tale road that is my swamp. Actually, housekeeping? I don't know. This episode's sponsored by Pass the Controller. This episode's sponsored by our friends at Goodnight Fatty. From the Salem, Massachusetts area or the North Shore of Massachusetts on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening, you want yourself something hot, something sweet, something tasty, something fresh out of the oven, you can head on down to 1 Washington Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. And if you're unaware of what a fatty is, you can check them out on social media at Goodnight Fatty and at Good Morning Chubby and educate yourself on these tasty, tasty treats. But without further ado, let's just get right into it because, again, double feature, so these will be 2 shorter episodes, but we'll split them apart so that way if you don't care about Shrek but you want to hear us talk about the other movie, which is Little Shop of Horrors, you can skip this episode or what have you, vice versa. So without further ado, we'll start things off as we always do on these episodes. This will be a little bit different because it's a musical and not a movie. So some of the things that we would usually go off of don't exist per se. So there is no real tomato score for Shrek the Musical, but there is an audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. So what are we thinking is the Rotten Tomatoes audience score?
87.
Okay, Mike's gonna plant his flag at 87. Todd, what are you thinking?
I'll say 78.
Okay. Dom, what about you?
I was gonna say 75.
Okay. I feel like Todd looked this up because he said 78 very confidently, and he's laughing and almost spit his beer out. So, yeah, it's 78. You fucking piece of shit. Can't even fucking do one thing. We'll do a little bonus, though. This musical is based off of the first Shrek film. So what do we think the tomato meter of Shrek 1 is?
93.
I see Todd also looked this up. I'm just kidding.
I definitely
You didn't, and it's not 93, but you're locked in. Mike, what about you?
A lot of people really liked that first Shrek, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know, I'm a believer.
Again, Dom, you see why I never like to respond to Brenden. Do you see what you've done? Yeah, let me say 90. Todd said 93, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna say 95.
Okay.
I was gonna say 95. I'm gonna say 96.
All right. Well,
96.
Todd is the closest. It is 88.
Really?
With an audience score of, what are we thinking?
96.
88.
95.
It is, of course, 90. So Todd is closest again. Damn, Todd really just fucking wiping the board. Too bad you don't get points for this shit, Todd. You're using your brains in the wrong part of the show. The other thing I thought would be interesting is a little kind of inside numbers here for Shrek the Musical. This where did I have this? I had this somewhere. So according to this website, Shrek the Musical was a huge financial success, grossing over I'm not gonna say that. So with a budget of about 25 million. Where do we think this had a
200 and something.
All right, it's $200 million in ticket sales. So there we go. We fucking ruined that one. What a
Nailed
fucking idiot. What a moron. So yeah, I'm getting conflicting things though because I have two different links here. One that says this was a huge financial success, grossing over $175 million over a budget, but I'm seeing other things saying this was compared to other costs for these types of shows. This is actually a failure because.
So I think that this production. So I guess we're kind of getting into it at this point.
Get into it.
Part of the thing that I enjoyed with Shrek the Musical was how much was put into the musical. The set designs, the costumes, like it was clear that they put a lot of time and effort and money into the production itself.
Yeah.
I guess in the end it just felt like, I don't know, a theme park show.
It said it
Like,
failed to
didn't-
recoup its initial investment.
Which
That's why
doesn't make
it's
any
failed.
sense because if it was 25 million, then unless like the cost of putting the show on was 25 million, but it had like other licensing fees or
Yeah,
whatever.
probably.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't
they
know
also-
how fucking Broadway works.
Yeah, they also have to pay for the theater and pay actors. And...
Yeah, so like maybe it was again the thing
It
that I
was-
initially
I
read
know-
said that
I know it was fairly short-lived. Like, it only lasted a couple of years.
yeah, I mean I don't know how like what a typical run on Broadway is and how long that type of thing is supposed to run for that considered success or whatever it may be.
I
But
do know that it was nominated for a lot of Tonys.
we can pull that up. I got it right here. Let's see.
Did you already look?
I didn't look.
So it was nominated for Best Musical, I believe. Can anyone take a guess as to what it lost to?
Lion King.
What year was this?
No,
Yeah,
it's
year?
this is a tough one because it's Tonys and you have to know years that things opened.
right.
It
Yeah.
lost to Billy Elliot.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah,
even know what
I
that
was
is,
not
to be
gonna get
honest.
that. I mean, I if you just asked me to name musicals I know that were on Broadway, I might have gotten there.
Yeah. I know that the actor that played Shrek was up for Best Actor. He lost to the actor that plays Billy Elliot.
Billy Elliot.
Listen, I just
and-
want to jump in right here and say that the actor that plays Shrek is fucking really good. Like
Yeah, he
really
killed it.
fucking good.
The guy that played Donkey was good too.
And
And
I-
honestly, the
and
actor
Fiona.
that played Fiona killed it.
I-
Yeah.
I
thought-
think-
Yeah.
I thought the
Even
cast was-
Farquaad, the guy that played Farquaad was great. He was on his fucking knees the whole time.
I thought the
awesome.
cast and the set design was probably the best part of the thing. And
The whole-
what are you shaking your head at, Todd? It's not a movie.
I'm well aware. But it just confirms with me that like I thought the set design was trash for like a Shrek thing. I didn't think it was good at all. Like I
What
thought
did you
was
want it
just,
to be?
like,
Cartoons?
No, I just like thought it was kind of bland and boring. I didn't notice stuff behind them. I never really felt like there
Did
was
you
much-
watch it?
Yeah, like the
Yeah, that sounds like it's on you.
But like no, but like I don't know. It was yeah, I had a really hard time with it. I can't watch stage plays because like I hate the over dramatic music numbers. I fucking thought the music in it was terrible. I didn't think there was a good song in the movie.
There were no good hits.
No,
I
it was-
like
thought
I like
it was
Fiona's
really
song
bad.
in the castle.
That was
Yeah.
the best one, yeah.
That might be
The
like
one with her and the two younger versions of herself.
Yeah.
So, okay, I can't believe that I'm about to go to bat for Shrek the Musical, but like, I'm not gonna lie. When we had to sit down and watch these two films, this and Little Shop of Horrors, I was not looking forward to watching Shrek the Musical, and I was really looking forward to watching Little Shop of Horrors. And to keep it obviously plain here, so we don't talk about Little Shop of Horrors, I did enjoy both of them. But I came away from Shrek the Musical thinking like, fuck, I think I like Shrek, unironically, like to the point where it's like I'm gonna watch Shrek OG soon. I just want to watch it and see if it holds up well. Because I will say, I think that like Shrek, at least the musical, which I think for the most part is the exact same plot as the movie, has like really good messages, and it's funny, and like still funny, like currently, like it's not just like outdated jokes. Like I don't know, I when it first started, obviously like Shrek the Musical has been a thing that every time I open Netflix, for some reason, it's always a fucking suggested thing to watch. It's always somewhere in the thing. I always see it somewhere, and it's always a picture of Shrek, and I'm just like, that Shrek looks fucking terrifying. Like I don't want anything to do with this thing. And when I was like starting it, at first I was like, yeah, you know, whatever. It's a fucking play. It's Shrek. What are we doing right now? And I was like not fully into it. And then I was like, maybe I'm not gonna jive with this because like I feel like if you were to take a movie and make it a musical, there's certain things that might be difficult. And when it's coming from an animated thing to a live action thing, it's like, okay, part of what makes Shrek is that like it has a very strong voice cast, like Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, like it has like strong voices, and it's like you have to be really careful who's playing all of these roles because like Mike Myers is Shrek. Like that is a hard thing to replicate, especially when it's like a guy in a fucking costume. And I think all of them did their own spin on what those characters were, and I think it worked. And then I just think,
did you find Shrek funny in it?
Like listen, hold on. This isn't a go ahead.
No, I just want to say one thing. I've never seen Shrek. This is my first foray into the Shrek universe.
The Shrekiverse.
But like when you said you wanted to watch Shrek, the first thing I thought I'd have to watch it was like, okay, I don't think I ever need to watch Shrek. I have zero interest.
I mean, listen, this is a play for children. I mean, obviously adults can enjoy it too. I enjoyed it. The movie is a movie for children.
Pokemon now? Like, what's going on? Like, so it's just for fucking kids? Like, I don't get it.
I mean, listen, when you say is Shrek funny, like, yeah, it's funny in like an animated Disney movie type thing. Obviously, it's DreamWorks, not Disney, but you know what the fuck I mean. Like, it has jokes that are meant for adults. Like, it has humor hidden in there, maybe layered humor that, like, kids will laugh at because it's fucking silly, but maybe there's, like, a hidden joke underneath it for adults or whatever it may be. I don't know. I feel like I would probably get some enjoyment out of watching Shrek. I'm not going to become, like, fucking Mr. Shrek sicko and, like, Shrek's my fucking jam, but also like I don't know, maybe Shrek is actually really a good movie and we're just like clowning on this thing that is actually pretty fucking good. I don't know.
I don't think I ever said anything. Yeah, I don't think I ever said anything like clowning on it.
I guess Shrek is, I feel like Shrek is so memeable.
But I think it's memeable, but like
mostly
I recognize that a lot of people like the movies. They did make 3 of them plus a spinoff.
A bunch of spinoffs.
Actually 4 of them plus a spinoff.
4 of them plus
like I get that I'm not the person, like I haven't watched them, so I have no attachment to it, but I meme it because everyone else is memeing it, but people are memeing it because I think they really liked it.
Yeah.
There's a sequel to the spinoff coming out soon too. Another Puss in Boots movie I think is coming out pretty soon.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we need another Puss in Boots movie. I don't know if that's what we're fucking... Who is Puss in Boots? Antonio Banderas?
Antonio Banderas, yeah. I was looking at the cast of who's going to be in this movie. I'm like, oh, this is a solid cast.
No, it's a stacked cast. And like, listen, like, I think Michael Myers and Eddie Murphy's energy off each other is great. Like, I think like they are good at voicing those characters. But back to the play. Like, listen, it is what it is. It's a fucking play about an animated movie. I just came away from it to the point where I am surprised that I enjoy it as much as I did. I'm not sitting here like, this is the fucking best pick we had all year. I am happy that I watched Shrek the Musical, I guess. I don't know. Someone else talk about Shrek the Musical. I feel like I'm fucking...
It was fine. It was entertaining. Like I said, I think the Fiona song was my favorite song.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even really remember what any of them actually sounded like.
Sapphire Jet in the chat said it's No Country Bears. That is very true. It's No Country Bears. But can anything be Country Bears?
1,000 times better than Shrek the Musical.
Get the fuck out of here. Listen,
no, and I
listen.
That statement. 1,000 times better.
There is such good acting in this fucking thing. No, you have to wipe away that dumb fucking face you're making right now.
When you told me that like the lead actor was nominated for an at Tony, I was like, wait, what? Like I mean, I don't think he's like a bad actor, but like I just it's just hard watching a guy in green makeup like kind of like while they're farting together on stage and everything, and I'm like, this guy got nominated for like a best actor for this. Like,
Oh, okay. Farts aren't funny, Todd. Farts can't be fucking award winning. Get the fuck out of here.
Next time we do this, we pick a musical. We'll just have to go see the stage performance.
Yeah. Yes.
We just have to
100%.
Um,
A triple feature.
I'll pick SpongeBob the musical.
Yes, I will absolutely see that.
Get the fuck out of here, Todd. No, I thought the actor, like, again, like when it's acting on a stage and acting in a movie, that's like, sure, similar, but also very different. Like, that's different type of acting. And I think that the actors in this, like, they were doing a lot of shit, and some of them were in fucking like big ass costumes doing a lot of shit. There is a scene where Shrek is fighting like skeletons, and this motherfucker does like a fucking front flip, like jumps high, kicks both feet, like he's doing ridiculous acrobatic shit. And I was like, did they swap this person out in this scene transition? And I didn't notice because this dude just got fucking vertical, and I'm all about this right now. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, that was the moment, I think, watching it, that I was like, I'm fucking in. This guy just fucking did a front flip and then did a double kick as in fucking Shrek costume. Like, what are we doing here? I don't know. Apparently, I'm the only one that got this fucking amped up about this fucking movie.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm not saying it's the best thing ever. I enjoyed it.
Before, right?
I never saw the musical before. My impression coming away from it was that like this felt like I'm sitting in a theater at like Universal. Like, go watch Shrek the Musical.
That's like, and I know it's like a musical too, and I can't get past, like, I just hate like the like everyone in the audience. This is a stupid complaint, but like everyone laughs at the certain parts. I hate like when they sing songs and the song and they're like and then the whole like and everyone's joining in behind. I hate that shit. Like I hate like it's played for the stage. Like I get it. It's like what this stuff is, but like I just don't think I could. I don't think I could ever go and see a fucking play. Ever.
You told us that you went to see Rocky Horror at
but that's different.
That is like the epitome of the theater joining.
Not a play, but I saw the movie in a theater with like where people like talked and everything and like recited the lines and stuff. Yeah, that's way better.
It's the same exact thing. It's probably worse because you're watching a movie and not watching live actors.
I pulled up my phone to see what notes I took when I watched Shrek the Musical, and one of the notes in here is the person playing Shrek has some fucking acrobatics. And I'm assuming it's because of that scene. I don't know. That scene fucking knocked me over. I was like, what is happening?
You got vert.
Is the guy who plays Shrek like a well-known play person, or is he in movies, or is he like
known for Spotlight in 2015, West Side Story in 2021, Shrek the Musical, Friends with Kids. I don't know who he played in West Side Story. He played Officer Krupke. I don't know what that means, or if that's a main character.
I think he is mostly a Broadway guy.
Stage.
Okay. I mean,
he was in Something Rotten. He was in Hamilton as King George in one of the iterations. He was in Into the Woods on Broadway. He's a Broadway actor.
I thought he was good. I thought Donkey was good. I thought Fiona was good. I was kind of surprised at Lord Farquaad. I thought that actor fucking killed that role.
He was pretty good.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was gonna say the entire time watching Pinocchio, I'm like, is that fucking the dude from TV?
I know.
Oh wait,
it did look like him.
It's not him.
It looked and sounded like him.
It really did. I was wondering. I was like, this guy looks so fucking familiar.
Yeah.
He's got like a pretty decent role in Spotlight. Have you guys ever seen Spotlight?
No.
Yeah, like he's in a movie. He's in
with Stanley Tucci, the Tooch.
Is Stanley Tucci in that too?
Yes. Wow, Todd. I thought you were a movie guy. I fucking know more about movies than you.
Yeah, that whole fucking movie's so fucked up. But yeah, different topic, different.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I mean, I actually am going to rewatch Shrek just because kind of want to.
Shrek the Musical. I thought you were gonna say
Shrek the Musical. I'm gonna rewatch the movie at some point and just like put it on, and if I pay attention all the way, cool. If I don't, whatever. But I mean, I don't know if it lands with me in any specific way. If you listen to a future episode of the podcast, I'll bring up Shrek. Then
he was the president in Dark Phoenix.
Wait, really?
Fantastic.
So like I don't feel comfortable saying like you should watch this over that because I haven't watched Shrek since fucking I don't even know when did that come out, early 2000s. I don't even fucking know when did Shrek come out.
2001, I think.
2001.
2001. Yeah.
But I mean I don't know. Like I think regardless of which one is quote unquote better, I think that like the story of Shrek.
Which? Between
the musical and the cartoon.
Musical?
Yeah.
The cartoon's better.
All right, cool. I mean, I haven't watched it since 2001, so I don't want to make that statement now.
I'll make it.
That's fine. But I think like absolutely like the story, humor, whatever of Shrek holds up, and I think especially like you should have your kids watch the first movie and see if they cared about Shrek.
So they liked the musical.
Oh, they did.
And Amanda did too.
Yeah, so they all have good taste. You're just fucking toddy bad taste.
I will say this. I don't want to like jump over to the other one. They couldn't take their fucking eyes off of Little Shop of Horrors. Like, obsessed.
Oh my god,
obsessed. Like,
I didn't know this was what did Todd's kids think about the PTC Movie Club? What did they think about fucking Hereditary? What did they think about that?
Loves it. Liam wants to watch it on a regular basis.
Liam's like, Ari Aster is such an auteur. I can't believe it.
Tony Collette during that scene at the dinner table.
He came over to me and he's like, "You got to watch We're the Millers." He like randomly came over to me and said that, and I'm like, he watched it on his Kindle.
When you went to the bathroom the other day, he like hopped on your mic on Overwatch and he was like, "I just want to say, Ari Aster is like the Hideo Kojima of movies. He's just so ahead of the game."
Hideo Kojima.
Shrek is the Kirby of movies. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's Shrek. Do we have anything else to say about Shrek or no? I don't care either way. It's fucking Shrek, the musical. What was like your...
It was unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't... I guess adaptations of movies, for the most part, feel fairly unnecessary anyways, but I finished watching it and was like, there were no, like... I didn't feel like there was any bops. Like, I don't know. I didn't feel like it added anything to Shrek.
No, this is what I'll say. And this might just be a me thing, is that, like, I don't ingest a lot of musicals. I have been to the theater before.
What are you talking about? You've watched, like, 10 this year.
Well, yeah. But, like, I'm not going on my way to do that.
See, now I've got that. I don't watch a lot of musicals. What you watch?
I'm a big fucking musical guy. Now next year, for some random reference, I can be like, I'm a big fucking musical guy. I've seen Shrek the Musical.
You know what my first pick for next year is going to be? Is going to be La La Land. We're just going right back into the musicals.
Go for it.
It's a great movie. I feel like you all.
Wow, I can't believe Todd's theme next year is going to be fucking white savior movies. Yikes.
I guarantee you guys would love fucking La La Land. The music's so good in it. It's like the music alone is like worth the.
La La Land?
I don't know. Isn't La La Land like whitewashing jazz? I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Is it?
I have no idea.
I still haven't watched it, but
I haven't watched it either.
Get that impression from watching trailers. I thought you were thinking of a different movie. That's why I like had that.
Oh yeah, The Blind Side with Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. No. I thought you were thinking of the one with Viggo Mortensen.
Oh yeah, no, that movie's definitely fucking not.
No,
that's
right.
When you said it, I was like.
No, I don't know. I haven't watched La La Land, but I could have sworn I saw that before.
There's like a plot point in it. I think that like they become famous, like their band, and he doesn't want to be a famous band. He wants to be like a jazz musician, and that's like a huge part of the movie. I don't know if that's what it was. They become like this pop group of fucking with John Legend leading the charge.
I will say that. I don't know. I had something to say, and then we got way off fucking track. I enjoyed it. I think it's fine. Oh, that's what I was gonna say, because Dom said it's like not necessary, and I don't not agree with you. I do think it is sort of unnecessary, at least for like. I don't even want to say that's unnecessary. Like, I like the preservation of things. So like the fact that like a stage show has a like film copy of it available is cool, and like maybe they should do that for more plays, because like again, Hamilton, I think, is phenomenal. Obviously, that's not a hot take. A lot of people think that is, but like I never would have seen Hamilton if it wasn't on Disney Plus. So like it is good that, you know, it seems like some things like this are getting, you know, copies and put on streaming services somewhere. But in regards to it being like Hamilton is a play that they filmed and put on Disney Plus. Shrek the Musical is an adaptation of a movie that they filmed and put on Netflix. So that in that regard, I agree with you that like there's no point.
I just wanted them to add something to Shrek.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They really did.
There were songs, but
yeah.
I don't know that any of them were necessarily like added to my playlist.
Yes, I got you. I'm kind of on board with that. Like, if you're in New York and you want to see a fucking show and like you go see Shrek, cool. Maybe that's a good experience. I'm sure it is.
I guess. All right. So to further your point in mind, Lion King on Broadway and Aladdin on Broadway are like international sensations.
Yeah, but they probably add more
adaptations of exactly. They added like more music and just like the storytelling in the play itself.
Yeah,
like,
but like
I guess adaptations of like the Disney movies.
Correct.
Yeah, and like
so they come in with those songs. I don't know if
and add songs to them. I believe.
So. Okay. I'll go
like,
as far.
I think there's a song in the live action version of Aladdin, the one from a few years ago, that is from the like stage play.
Okay.
I'll go as far as even to say this, and this kind of backs up your point and Todd's point. Like, if Shrek the Musical or whatever the musical is gonna just be a straight fucking port, like a straight adaptation of a film, whatever, and not change or add anything, but take advantage of the fact that it's a play in interesting ways, that I'm on board with. Like, if they did, like, very cool, interesting set pieces and, like, whatever it may be, and it's, like, a very enjoyable, different experience, I don't think this did that. To go to Todd's point of saying it was, like, kind of whatever, I agree that, like, I do think there was some cool stuff they did, and, like, they made the dragon come to life, which I thought was cool. They did a lot of like background, foreground stuff.
The live action Duloc like intro song.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, I'm also like when I was watching the time to see how much the movie had left, and I was like, how the fuck does
long production?
Yes, it was. I mean, when I turned it on, I paused it immediately, went downstairs, and I go, it's 2 fucking hours. It's 2 fucking hours.
I didn't realize it was 2 hours. I probably wouldn't have picked it.
And when I was getting towards the end of the movie, I was like, how the fuck is there 20 minutes of this left? I was happy that the movie ended the way the play ended the way the movie does, with like the big fucking musical number. Because like I wasn't expecting them to do that in the play. So I did really appreciate that. You're muted, Todd.
The other thing I was going to say before Todd starts talking about how bad it was, you said like that like a play will add something to like just if it was like a straight adaptation. Well, I know one of the things that Aladdin does, which I already said like they added songs and stuff, but one of the things that Aladdin does is the genie plays off the audience. Mm-hmm. So like he'll like essentially like
that's
read
really cool.
the audience and kind of like change what he's gonna say based off like their reactions and stuff.
That is really cool. Yeah, but like stuff like that, like if you're gonna take advantage of the fact that you're a play in some way, whether it's something like that, audience interactivity, or just like, hey, let's make very interesting, unique costume and set design and like put on this fucking lavish or whatever, show.
I suppose in a way, Lord Farquaad is what you're talking about.
Well, I don't. So as much as I did enjoy this for what it was, I don't think it was like bar setting fucking adaptation on a thing. I did enjoy Farquaad though. I thought that like when he came out and I was like, is this guy gonna be on his fucking knees the whole play?
I thought it was pretty impressive, some of the shit that he pulled off, like walking around on his knees.
Yeah, like that was really good. I mean, there was some little
on the horse.
Yeah, there was some good stuff. I'm happy that at the end in the musical number, the big musical number, he got to stand up. I'm happy for him. But yeah, I mean, it was fine. It is what it was. It's fucking Shrek the Musical. What do we want from it? What do we want? I feel like I had another point to make, but I feel like we should wrap this up unless anyone else has anything else to say about Shrek the Musical.
I don't know if it came up in any of the Shrek sequels, because I don't know that I've seen them all, but I thought making Grumpy Lord Farquaad's father was like an interesting piece.
See, that's the thing because I haven't watched it. It's like, is that what happened? Because I was surprised that it was overt. Like when he started saying like, "Oh yeah, he went, you know, to the mines or whatever," saying "hi ho," I'm like, "Oh, they're referencing the fact that his dad was
Yeah.
a grumpy dwarf." But then they like legit spell it out for him. Like, "Oh wait, did they do that in the movie? Were they allowed to do that?" Because I think
Yeah,
I
don't
don't know
think
how much of that was like Disney's and how much of that was like from the original fairy tale.
yeah.
I will say this actually, probably my favorite like design, set, whatever costume choice of the whole production was probably the gingerbread man, because at first I thought it was just like a screen. I thought it was like not a thing. And then when it zoomed in, I was like, oh, that's like a puppet or something. And then later, when there's other scenes with Gingerbread Man and it's like him on a pan and like the actress holding him, I was like, I'm all about this. This is fantastic. I loved it so much. Why did you hate that, Todd?
I just didn't find it funny.
Bro, it's fucking children humor.
Yeah, well, you can still make children humor and make me laugh.
Sure, that's fine.
I mean,
Todd's a fucking...
Disney does it on a regular basis, you know?
I don't know how to please Todd. Todd hates Overwatch. Todd hates everything.
I'll tell you this. How to please me, and I don't want to keep on bringing up La La Land. Make a soundtrack that's so good that I fucking immediately download it the second it puts out, even though it's a fucking musical. That's how you please
Okay,
me. Make
watch Hamilton. Watch Hamilton.
Ooh, I've listened to that soundtrack without watching it. I'm like,
get the fuck out of here.
Hard pass.
Get the fuck
hard
out of here.
pass on Hamilton.
I meant to bring this up earlier for comparison's sake, for like what the play did in dollars and what the movies did in dollars. What do you think Shrek? Well, I guess so. Shrek 1 had a budget of $60 million. What do you think that ended with worldwide?
Worldwide, I'll say 550.
Okay.
I'm lowballing it there.
I'm gonna say 300.
Okay. Dumb. Hour and 30 minutes long, released in 2001, had a 33-week run.
What are our numbers right now? 300 and what?
5 something.
550.
I'm gonna say
worldwide.
Split the diff. Or are they lowballing? I don't know. Or are they highballing?
I'm gonna go 600.
Damn.
I think 600.
Y'all are just giving Todd these dumb fucking no point things.
No,
it was 484.
I looked it up, guys. I looked it up.
But surprisingly, not the top Shrek gross.
I bet the sequel.
The
sequel is probably the biggest.
Shrek 2 is the number 1 at 441. And or these must be not adjusted for inflation. What the fuck? What did I just say the other one was? Oh yeah, okay. So that was probably without inflation. With inflation, Shrek 2 is 928 million. And Shrek 3 is 813 million. So,
but the first one is adjusted for inflation?
I don't know what Box Office Mojo is doing here. The first one, it says 484 million.
That seems wrong because that, I don't know. That seems wrong.
Well, I guess for comparison's sake, so Shrek 1 launched in 3,500 theaters. The other two both launched in over 4,000 theaters. And they both had, the opening weekend of Shrek 1 was 42 million, and then the other two were both over 100 million. So, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with numbers there, but they're ranking them as Shrek 2, Shrek 3, Shrek 1, Shrek 4 Ever After, Puss in Boots, Shrek re-release. I didn't know it came back to theaters. Why did it come back to theaters? Anniversary?
Probably.
And then
2021.
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. So they're making
2021.
So they're making
that's why it came back.
Anyways, okay, so there we go. That'll.
I just want to quickly say, it not that it was wrong, but it was weird that you said that the movies launched.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Like we're in video game mode. So I did have a list up from Screen Rant that were the major Shrek the Musical screen stage changes, and one of them is Farquaad's lineage. Is that what you were questioning, Mike? If that was like a thing?
Yeah, I just wasn't because I didn't watch it. I didn't know if that was like a plot point.
So it
It
says
didn't come up in the first one. I wasn't sure if it came up in this.
it says here in the movie, little is known about Lord Farquaad's past. While his height is the subject of many jokes, there is no understanding of why he is the way he is. There is another change as the musical gives Farquaad an entire backstory. In the song, The Ballad of Farquaad, an exceptional, clever song which includes many musical jokes and puns, it is revealed that Farquaad's parents are none other than the princess from The Princess and the Pea and Grumpy from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. When his mother died from falling off a pile of mattresses, his father became Grumpy and abandoned Farquaad in the woods. Grumpy even makes an appearance during the wedding scene to scold Farquaad. So there you go. Little thing.
Little factoid.
It was the fourth highest grossing film of 2001.
I'm sure that at least one of the Shrek films is probably on Box Office Mojo all time.
2001. So it's too
Go ahead.
late. I'm trying to think because 2001 would have been both the first Harry Potter and the first Lord of the Rings.
That's 1 and 2.
Oh, I wasn't sure if Lord of the Rings would be there because I think it opened in December, didn't it? I don't know if you'll be able to see that offhand, but I could have sworn it had a December release.
December 19th.
Okay.
I don't know. It still counts it.
2. Okay, 1 and 2. What else is 2001? The first Spider-Man was 2002.
Animated.
Ooh, animated. Shit. Toy Story 2 was 99. I don't. Oh, it would have been The Incredibles, maybe. I can't remember what was. Okay.
So Shrek 2 is the number 65th movie of all top 100 on Box Office Mojo, according to Lifetime Gross. So Shrek, it's at least on the list. At least Shrek 2 is. I don't think Shrek 1 cracks the top 100 because it was half that, so it's going to be further down. But anyways, anything else to say about Shrek the Musical?
Nah.
Oh.
All right, so this is a top 5 movie for Todd?
Now I know if I have to watch the other ones because I don't know. I was never really like Shrek. This was never appealing to me. Ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like, it's fucking Shrek.
It's all right.
It's all right. But that'll bring us to, since it's a movie episode, we're not going to play What's in the Box. We're going to play a game called Flip the Script, where I am going to give clues about a movie in no specific order and just give them over time. And the first person to guess the movie correctly is going to get the point. This goes on.
Is that the name we settled on?
It's not, but that's what I'm using this week. Or today.
Okay.
I just.
What was the name today?
Flip the Script. I don't know.
The script.
So we keep track of the score all year long. We're getting into the end of it. Final 2 months. So there's some room here to grow and to overtake the leader, who is Dom at 77. Todd, though, inching closer at 74. And Mike making some headway at 62. We got a bunch of guest points on the board. I have a couple of stumps, but I'm not playing for stumps. That's not the goal here. So without further ado, the first movie for Flip the Script. This 19 incorrect. This 1985 film is rated PG.
Ghostbusters.
Incorrect. And
Back to the
is
Future.
sitting.
Oh.
It is indeed Back to the fucking Future, Mike.
I was just gonna start naming 85 movies. As soon as you said it, I was like, "Fuck, god damn it!"
Wow, Mike is on a hot streak week to
is
week
all
right
you-
now.
Is all you said was 1985?
Yeah,
PG.
Okay, cool.
Mike's just
Okay,
fucking good. Mike's just fucking. I said 1985 and PG, and I was waiting for
I was
Todd to go. Oh,
like- I was
PG
like-
movie. Here we go.
I was. I wasn't paying attention. I wouldn't. Have
All
picked that
Todd,
stuff.
all Brenden does is pick Nintendo movies and PG films.
No,
Whoa.
Nintendo games.
Here we go. Mike with the fucking snipe from across
It
the
was
fucking
on the
way.
other
Back
day,
to
and
the
I was watching
Future.
it.
Back to
And I
the
was like,
Future is
these
a
are such
perfect
good
film,
movies.
though. And Quentin Tarantino came out and said it was a perfect film recently too. He listed
Yeah.
5 perfect films, and I think that's a perfect film.
Without further ado, that puts Mike back on the board. Going for a hot 2 weeks here, Mike. Getting some points on the board. We're going to go with movie number 2, which is a 2007 film
2007.
based on a 2002 Broadway musical of the same name.
Oh.
So if you're looking for the through line of these 3 movies, you may have found it.
07.
I wish you didn't
Wait,
say
there was
that
a Back to
about
the
the
Future
musical
musical?
because I was gonna say Transformers.
Was there a Back to the Future musical?
There was indeed a Back to the
No.
Future musical. Yes, there was, Mike.
There was.
No, I was talking about I thought he was gonna say Transformers.
I don't know if
musical.
there's a Transformers one. But I will say in some way all 3 of these films have ties to a musical.
Oh, here we
So
go.
there's your overall clue for these 3 films.
2007, based on a 2002 musical.
With a budget of $75 million, this had a box office gross of over $203 million.
Oh,
Is it Mamma Mia?
Incorrect. Here we go again.
That's a great guess though. I don't know what time that I can't figure out like when time that movie came out, but I feel like that's like I can't think of anything back then.
2007, based on a 2002 production. 2007, based on a 2002 production.
Let me.
Billy Elliot.
Incorrect.
We just
I was gonna say that might have yeah. Was Billy Elliot 2007? Sounds about
I
right.
have no idea.
This screenplay was originally.
Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd, the Demon
incorrect.
Barber.
That's
Incorrect.
another good guess too. Yeah,
That's a good
I
guess.
think that's like 2011. Though, I think, around there.
Screenplay was originally written by John Waters.
The Wall.
Incorrect.
Pink Flamingos.
Incorrect.
Birdcage.
Incorrect.
Damn, Birdcage is another good one.
This
Was Birdcage a
movie,
play?
this movie has 44 nominations and 21 wins.
Yeah.
Sapphire J in the chat, off the top of my head, Mamma Mia came out in 2008 because it was the same time as Dark Knight.
Wow, close.
This was nominated for a BAFTA Film Award for Best Makeup and Hair. It was nominated for multiple actors for the Screen Actors Guild
Hairspray.
Awards. It is indeed Hairspray. Dom gets the point.
2007 movie?
Yes.
I cannot
No.
do. I was literally just doing
With
movies
Johnny
that I
Depp?
knew were plays.
Oh, Hairspray. I'm thinking of something
Hairspray,
else.
yeah.
Yeah, what the
With-
fuck is
What's-
Todd
what's-
thinking about?
What's the one I'm thinking of with Johnny Depp? Something
Sweeney
Cry.
Todd?
Sweeney Todd.
No, it's
Oh,
like
Boys
a,
Don't Cry.
Boys Don't. Oh no, it's what the fuck is it called? It's like a movie with him. He plays like a. Isn't it the same movie? It's Hairspray. Is it? Was
Hairspray is the
like
one
a
with John
remake?
Travolta and
Was
Zac
that like a
Efron.
remake of like a remake?
It was
think
a
it's
remake of a play. Which I literally said at the beginning.
No, I didn't know if it was like a movie that was already done that they just redid it again.
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
Hold on, I got it before you go. Hold on.
This 1976 PG 2-hour film.
Grease.
Incorrect.
Grease
76, you said?
76.
Grease 2?
Wasn't Grease 2 in like the 80s?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm just guessing.
Oh, it was called Crybaby, the Johnny Depp movie.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what it
yeah,
was.
okay. 1976 PG.
PG, 2 hours long, with 22 nominations and 20 wins, including Oscar,
Oh.
Best Picture, Best Director, Best Film Editing, and nominated for Best Actor in a Leading Role, Best Actress in a Leading Role, Best Actor in a Supporting Role, Best Actor in a Supporting Role twice for some reason, Best Writing, Best Sound, and Best Music.
The Sound of Music?
Incorrect.
Oh, Jaws.
Incorrect.
That was a play, right?
When did Amadeus come out? Amadeus?
Incorrect.
It was the 80s.
I'm just
You're just
spitballing.
going for it. Yeah, you're just going for it.
Whenever someone spitballs, I like go further down a well of like, oh fuck, now I'm lost.
West Side Story.
Incorrect.
West Side Gun.
Incorrect.
1976.
You may recognize such actors or actresses as Billy Sands or
Billy Zane, you say?
Diana Lewis.
Fame.
What was that, Mike?
I'm gonna live forever.
Incorrect.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Or Burgess Meredith.
Burgess Meredith.
Oh, it's Rocky.
It is indeed Rocky. Mike gets the fucking 2-point slam.
Rocky
You're
was a
right.
play too.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that the movie was necessarily a musical.
I didn't, but there is a Rocky musical.
I know there
there
is.
Okay. Oh.
I know there is.
So it's funny. Earlier in the episode, I didn't want to reveal this information to give any clues. Early in the episode, Dom had said like, "Oh, Shrek the Musical just seems like a not needed thing," and I was like, "Oh man, the list of movies or musicals based off movies that I went through is far too long a list of things that probably don't need to exist." But that will just about do it for episode 341 of the Past Control podcast, part 1 of our October double feature. We will see you just again shortly for Little Shop of Horrors. I don't know. Follow us on all the things at Past Controller, at Bgroom, at Michael_Michaelpath, at Toddy_by_nature, at PTC_Spark. I don't know. Throw us money, throw us subs, leave us reviews, do all the nice things. We love you. We'll see you soon.